You owe it to yourself. There are so many distractions in this life that are just literally designed to trip you up and keep you exactly where you are, that locking in does not need to be another one of them. So, look, I'm a coach. I help men transform into their ideal selves. But I'm going to tell you this for $3.99, bro. Locking in, discipline, and willpower are three things that rarely get discussed. And the reason for this is you becoming who you want to be is literally a simple system. And like this was affirmed to me even more in the last 3 months because I also do videography. And I spent 3 months literally being with an IFBB pro bodybuilder. This guy is hench, bro. Like open bodybuilder. So he's like 20 stone on stage, yeah, sub 10% body fat at 20 stone. And he's also a very successful man in every realm that you could imagine. And the way that he structured his day, again, it just reaffirmed to me that everything that I know to be true is true. And I want to share that with you right now. It's not this uphill struggle, yeah? It's not this everyday trying to fucking do some crazy stuff. It's literally finding a system that moves you towards your ideal self, whether that's in training, mindset, nutrition, habits, financial, family, relationships, whatever it may be. Everything in that can be reverse engineered into a set of steps. And it's like every day that you follow those steps, you're going to become like another level closer to being that man. And that's literally all you have to do. And if you don't believe that habits are everything, let me share something personal with you from my life. I spent many years as a career criminal. And you know what my reality looked like? Yeah, a lot of it was fun-packed, shall we say. A lot of it was eventful. But then my habits created a life where people want to hurt me, police want to put me in prison. I'm constantly having to wonder, has everyone got an ulterior motive when they're speaking to me? And I highlight this to you to say, look, your habits will create your reality. So if your reality right now is not favorable to you, then you need to take on some different habits. And look, again, you can go and watch this shit on my YouTube. I literally was at a place where I discovered like this self-improvement stuff and how habits would affect you mentally, physically, financially, everything. And I started to just unconsciously put better habits into my life. And I was like, wow, I feel so much better. I feel so much better. Started to enjoy my life, started to be present. And you've got to think, I went from doing the road life, then I'm digging on the building site for £90 a day, but I'm finding out all this stuff. Then I'll get qualified as a personal trainer. Then I start working in a gym. Then I realise, okay, personal training is only a small part of what people need help with. Like the habits, the mindset, everything outside of the gym makes a bigger impact on their life. This is when I went into doing online coaching. Then I realised everything that I'm doing is aligning this person with their ideal self. So then I niched down and I just started going all in on alignment coaching. So yes, I'm a personal trainer. Yes, I'm a nutritionist. But the main thing that I'm going to help you with is putting a system together that will compound and create the result that you want. Now, with that being said, I then got the life that I wanted, yeah, where I'm helping people online from anywhere in the world. And then I went and lived in Thailand. I went and lived in Spain. I went and lived in Albania. And I've done that for the last 2 years. And bro, it made me see literally with my own eyes that your habits will create your reality. And it was like so small, like such small incremental changes that I made to get this result. It wasn't like one day I went out, I spoke to 500 people, and then I did a marathon backwards and I did 1,000 press ups till I was sick out my nose and then everyone signed up. No, it was literally just, I spoke to this guy today, I helped him with this, and then he realised I could help him with that and he joined the team and da-da-da-da-da. Like it was very small incremental things. Like I started waking up early and then I started realising that doing press-ups every day made me feel real good. And I was like, okay, I love this shit. Then when I wanted to smoke weed, every time that I wanted to smoke weed, I would say to myself, okay, this is kind of dragging me back, but I didn't really have like a coping mechanism outside of getting stoned to deal with my problems. You know, this is what I've been doing since I was fucking 15 years old, was just getting stoned out my mind most days. Then from when I was 19, it was every fucking day. So it was like a very hard habit to break. Like, think 365 fucking days in a year. You've been doing that shit for like a decade. It's going to be difficult, right? And then when it come time to change, I realized these new coping mechanisms that I was learning would allow me to propel myself forward into my new reality, where I was sober, where I was helping others, where I was traveling the world, wherever I was doing whatever I fucking wanted. And that reality, to me, is the only one worth living. Like, look what it says here. Live motherfucking free, yeah? Nothing else really fucking matters. You know, I know people that are very affluent and financially they're doing incredible, but they're not free because they can't do what they want. They can't say what they want. They can just about think what they want. Man, to me, that ain't it. I know people that are, they're smashing it on the crime thing, but they live in a cage and they're not even in jail. They're living in the cage. So my message would be this. Look at what you need to do day to day to make what you're thinking to come true, and then just do that every day. Willpower doesn't come into it. Discipline definitely doesn't come into it, because you just follow the system. It's actually harder to lose. I know, because I've done both, and I've done both for a long time. It's harder to lose. It's harder to live a life that you're less than satisfied with. It's harder to look in the mirror and know you're not all you can be, and you're not even working towards it. You know, I don't look in the mirror right now and go, oh my God, I'm everything that I can be. But I know I'm taking steps towards that every single day. That's all I need. I just need to know that I'm getting 1% better every day. I would recommend you this book. It's probably been recommended to you by other people, but this book breaks it down very well. It's actually not the first proper self-improvement book that I read was The Power of Habit. But the reason that I'm going to recommend you Atomic Habits instead is because Atomic Habits helps you to systemize it easily. You know, The Power of Habit gives you like the very good general idea, and like if you like stories more, then I'll recommend you The Power of Habit. But if you're the type of person that wants like systems that you can implement straight away, then get Atomic Habits, read that, and see it's small incremental changes that will change your life. 2026 can be your fucking year if you literally commit to making those small changes and then just following through every single fucking day. You can win.